Welcome back to Transform Your Body, No Equipment Necessary, Day 2. We are going to be getting into a body weight workout. So if you want to get your sweat on, transform your body, ditch those excuses, stick around. But before we hop into that, for those of you who don't know, I'm Coach Amber. I'm an NSCA certified personal trainer, a USAT certified triathlon coach. I am mom to two awesome tiny humans, and I am on a mission to empower courageous women to take on their next big challenge. So this week we are doing the Transform Your Body, No Equipment Necessary live training here on Facebook. We're here every day, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And yesterday, day 1, we talked about spine stabilization and dynamic warm-ups. So if you missed that, head back, get the warm-up, because I want you to do the warm-up before you do these exercises. All right, today, day 2, is body weight workout. It is going to be awesome. We are going to work our body with no equipment today. Day 3, tomorrow, you'll want to jump back on because we're going to burn out that core. Who does not love good core workout? Am I right, guys? And then on day 4, we are going to talk about HIIT cardio, how to implement it. I'm going to give you a workout, and then also why it's so important. And day number 5, you won't want to miss, because we are going to be talking about how to bring all these elements together and make this work in your busy life. All right, so stick around. If you have any comments, any questions, please send them to me. I would love to answer them. If you are hopping on live or if you're hopping on the replay, let me know as you try these exercises. How are you feeling? Which ones did you like? So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so like I said, I want you to go and do the warm-up from day 1. Once you're all nice and warmed up, this is what we're going to do. We have 2 rounds of 3 exercises. Starting off with round 1, we're going to start off with body weight squats. I want you to sit back into those hips for our squats. Knees are staying nice and behind the toes, and we're coming back up. Things to watch here. Keep those knees nice and stable. So what I don't want to see is a wobble in. So as we come down into that squat and back up, those knees should stay nice and in place. We're going to do 15 body weight squats. Next up, we're bringing it down for a push-up. High plank position, joints are stacked, coming down into a push-up, all the way up. Key things here, those elbows are at about a 45-degree angle. So what I don't want to see is this huge stance. If you want to tuck them in tight, you absolutely can. We're going to work the tricep a little bit more. Now we do have options. If we can't do a full push-up on the ground, you can bring your knees to the ground for our push-ups. And I do want you to watch those hips, whether you have to modify or whether you're up here. Those hips are in line. Everything is moving together. One long line from head to heel. So we're not having our booty up in the air. We're also not getting an arch in the low back. Other modifications that I like to see for the push-up, you can use a chair, you can use a bench, so we can use something to prop ourselves up. This is just my Bosu for an example, but something that gets us a little bit higher. It's going to change the angle. It's going to make it a little bit easier. Not the Bosu. That makes it unstable and less easy. But also we can use a wall. You can use a bar. And I really like that option because we do get more core activation than if we drop the knees. But wherever you need to be, we're doing 10 push-ups. Next up, to finish off this round, we have speed skaters. So we're coming from one side, that foot floats out behind you, hopping to the other. So we're getting a nice lateral movement here, side to side. If you need to, tap that foot. If you need to, step. But if you can, explode, get nice and low to make it more challenging. This one is great. We're getting that side to side movement. That's a movement that a lot of times we don't get in our exercise, right? Running back and forward. A lot of things that we do is just forward and back. So incorporating that side to side movement, that actually really helps with injury prevention because we're training those muscles so that they're not weak if we then, have a surprise where we have to dodge something. All right, so we're doing 15 speed skaters. Then you can take up to 1 minute break before we hop back in and do it again. We're doing a total of 3 times through before we move on. You're gonna do each exercise one after the other. Now the way I have this set up, you guys, if you need to now, pause it, get through that first circuit, then unpause the video, let me know what you thought about circuit number 1, and we're gonna move on to circuit number 2. For circuit number 2, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with a reverse lunge with a isolateral raise. So you're gonna bring those arms up. You see they're about in a T position. Those shoulders are screwed in. They're staying right here. Then we're gonna step it back into a reverse lunge. So we're stepping back. It's about 90 degrees in each knee. You'll notice that knee is never coming out past the toes. And we're gonna hold those arms in place. We're gonna work one side entirely. We wanna burn out that front leg. 15 on this one side. When we switch it, we're gonna switch it to a front iso raise. So see, still screwing in those shoulders right into the sockets, holding that position, and then we're gonna switch sides, so stepping back on the other side. You'll also notice my chest is lifted. I want you to think like you're a carousel horse, and there's a pole going right through your head. So when you're coming down for that squat, everything is staying in line. It's bending in the knees that's bringing us down. All right, final move here is going to be a squat hop. So I want to keep that good squat position from when we were doing our squats before, but we're adding an explosion up, nice and soft on the landing. Now, if we are not jumping, if it's not feeling good on your knees, instead, what we'll do is a calf raise. So back into a squat, up into a calf raise. I still want to see that explosion, but we're not lifting off the floor. We have 10 here. We're gonna go through 3 times. Same thing. You can have up to a minute break before you hop back in. All right, this is gonna get that heart rate up, gonna get you sweating. It's gonna get that body working. We're doing a lot of leg work. Those are big muscles. They burn lots of calories. That's why we're hitting them so hard. Here's my assignment to you. Try the workout. Come in here, put it in the comments below. Which which exercise did you like? Why'd you like it? How'd you feel while you're doing it? If you know somebody that needs to get moving, that needs to do this workout with you, tag them in the comments below, share this with them, and then don't forget to come back tomorrow because we are going to focus on burning out that core. I'll see you tomorrow.